1984 Jaguar XJS, except it's not a Jaguar XJS. This is a Lynx Performer, so done alongside the Lynx Aventa, which if you remember was the estate car XJS, and the Lynx Spider, which was the early roadster version of the XJS. This is the Performer. So as you can see, comes with this very 80s large body kit on it. We've got a copy of the brochure. We'll put that in the description actually, because it's quite an interesting read. But Lynx kind of would go as far as you want on the car. So you could get a 3.6 XJS, so you can get a 3.6 Performer, except for it's turboed. You could get a 4 litre XJS. You can get a 4 litre Performer, except for, again, that it's turboed. Or, like the XJS, you can get a 5.3 litre V12, which Lynx didn't turbo, but what they did do is put angry cams in it, gas flowed head, larger bore exhaust, high performance inlet, things like that. They sort of tweaked their suspension and wishbones. I believe they made some modifications to the steering rack and a few other bits. If you check the description, we'll put exactly what Lynx do to it. But it is the most 80s looking car I think I've ever seen. They did actually put the twin headlamps in. Obviously, we didn't really get those so much in the UK. But part of the Performer pack is you could choose to have that, or you could have the solid single lamps. We're going to start by having a good look at the bodywork, then we're going to move on to the interior, and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. This one has been pulled out of storage. It's been in there sort of 4 or 5 years, so not too long, but it is on the button. Does seem to drive well. Realistically, it wants good clean because it's been in storage, like we say. Probably a polish, which we'll show you as we go around. And then we're off, ready to go. Right, starting on the driver's side, if you look down this side, you can see it's lovely and straight all the way down there. It's not full of ripples or dents, it's not full of fillet or anything like that. Driver's front wing, normally you find under here is where you get some stone chips and corrosion on the usual XJS, but this one's lovely and clean and tidy. Along the top of the wing, you'll find just sort of little light swirls here and there in the paint. I'm presuming it's had a cover on whilst it's been in storage, so it does want a good cut and polish. It's generally pretty good, as you can see, but it would make a good difference in a lot of spots. It's got a little bit of paint flake down the bottom of the arch there, which actually you kind of can't see because the body kit sort of swallows it up. But the arch itself is sharp all the way around. There's just a little bit of fuzzy edge on the paint on the inside of the arch. Quite an easy fix. Definitely worth sorting out. The rest of the arch itself, nice and clean and tidy. It has this, that's painted actually in fairness, painted body stripe all the way down the side. Sort of double body stripe, really quite cool. And then it kicks around at the back, which we'll show you in a second. It comes on these Lynx alloy wheels. You had the options of having them all silver like this. They are supposed to be polished on the lip. You'll notice that they've dulled up a little bit, so they probably wanted a good diamond cut just to get that back. Or you could have them with the body coloured centres. This one is all silver. Down this section here, a little bit of dust there, but normally you'd find a huge amount of stone chips taking all the paint off. There's a few little ones, but it's not that bad generally. Again, you've got a Lynx stamp in the body kit there, which if you follow it along, it's huge, nice and straight, nice and tidy all the way along. Bottom of the wing's good. The rest of that driver's wing's nice and tidy. Brings you up onto this section here, and normally you find some corrosion coming through here. You can see what I mean in the paint just there. There's a couple of little swirls and stuff that just want polished out just to make it that much better. And the bonnet itself looks like it's sort of been a bit UV damaged if you look at the difference. It's the same colour, but a good cut and polish would get away. You see here, a little bit of light fading, really good cut and polish would make a massive difference on that. Chrome work around the window, and actually generally the chrome work on the whole car is really very good. Up onto the roof, and again you've got a couple of swirls. And those marks there look like car cover marks to me. You can see back here where it would sit. So again, like I say, a good polish would sort that right out. But no ripples, no dents. Nice and clean in the glass down this side. And again, the chrome work around the windows is all nice and tidy. Driver's door, no real marks to worry about except for one very small stone chip just there. And then rear quarter, again you want to look for corrosion coming through here. There's a tiny little spider just starting down there that one's sorting out. The arch itself is sharp all the way around. It's on matching tyres, I think they. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, is it? Yes, it is. They're the Gajario Sportives. We've seen quite a few XJSs on those tyres, to be fair. Again, if you look down this side, nice and straight all the way down. That huge rear bumper body kit is nice and clean along the bottom where you'd normally find all the stone chips and everything. And as I said, the chrome work, very, very good. Round on the back, both tail lights are bright and clear. The Performer got a square exhaust tip on both sides. It's a really cool looking thing. There's a little bit of crazing in the bumper just there. And again, Lynx stamped on the back. Nice and neat underneath the spoiler. Although actually they call it an aerofoil, not a spoiler. Paintwork under there is all good. And then up on the top, there's some swirling again where the cover would sit. You can see a good polish would make the difference for that, especially sort of here. It's got the hole cut out for the aerial, which is a nice touch. Nice and neat along the deck lid. And then round that rear screen. Again, that's all good as well. Round on the passenger side, if you look down that side, lovely and straight all the way down there. Really like this large, sort of thick and thin body stripe all the way down the side. Again, down the bottom here, a couple of minor stone chips, but nothing major. Another good wheel. And the arch is sharp all the way around. There's a little bit of paint flaked off on the very leading edge that we just want touched in before it causes any issues. Nice and neat up that rear buttress. Around the filler cap's all good as well. And again, there's a bit of a dry section in the paint there. I would quite like to see this car polished because I do think it would make a huge difference. Nice and clean on the windows and glass on this side. All the chrome works good. Down the lower rear quarter again, you get some corrosion coming through here. There's a tiny spider, the same as the other side on that side as well. Body kit itself is good all the way along. The Lynx stamps on it. No real marks to note on this door at all very good. Got one tiny, oh that's polished, ignore that. Nice and neat down there on the front wing. Usual spots where you find the corrosion, that's all clean and clear. Chrome work on this side's good. Seal's nice and soft as well. And then in the front wing and the arch again, sharp all the way around. A little bit of paint flake again, but nothing to worry about. Nice and clean on that front wheel. Round on the front, those twin lamps, both sides clean and clear. The chrome work on those is very good as well, as is the chrome along the bumper. Lower half of the bumper is where you're going to find huge scuffs and scrapes if it's been rammed up curves, but it is generally pretty good. There's a bit of paint flake mix there, but other than that, all good. One or two minor stone chips, but nothing too major really. Bonnet itself's lovely and straight, there's no ripples or dents in it. And then into the interior. Nice and tidy on the door card there, there's no signs of any real wear or tear. Normally you get sort of scuffs going on these sort of areas. The wood is lovely. Driver's seat, a little bit of wear on the bolster, but actually a good leather clean and feed would make a big difference on that. But there is a little bit on there. Carpet set's nice and tidy. No sign of any smells of any damp or any moisture in here. Again, the wood all the way along, nice condition. Center console's good. You did have the optional 3-spoke steering wheel, which this one has. It's got a little bit of wear at once. You see that there? Now it shows 47,000 miles on it. We have a documented speedo change, so it should be on just about 80,000, but we will detail exactly what that is in the description. Quite common on the XJS, they do collapse those speedos, so it is pretty common. We probably one in every sort of 4 or 5 would get inside a speedo change. Backs of the seats on this side are good. Rear bench is all nice and tidy. Headlining is lovely, and again, normally if you know your Jags, that should be sagging by now, but this one is good all the way along. Into the boot. Again, if you look at the underside of that spoiler, that's all nice and neat. It's got a 5th spare wheel. A little bit of lack of peel on this one, but it is there. Matching tyres all the way around, including on the spare, which is a nice touch. So we'll put that back on one-handed without dodging the camera up. We do have the toolkit, which is complete. Look at that, there you go. Even got the tyre pressure gauge. And then we do have the original head unit in there. You will notice there's an aftermarket one with Bluetooth and stuff in there, but the original one is in there. Rest that all nice and tidy. Could do with a good clean, like the rest of the car could, but in there is all good. And then into the passenger side. Again, nice and tidy on that door card. Door shuts are good. They've not been sort of kicked or abused. Passenger seat, really nice and tidy. Very little signs of any wear at all on that. See the wood on this side is good. Leather on the dash top is nice. Put the bonnet from this side. Like I say, it's that 5.3 litre V12 with some Lynx upgrades. All nice and tidy in there. Inner wings are good. what you can see of the bulkhead is nice and fresh. In here, normally you find the corrosion coming through there, but that's all tidy as well. Same on this side, just dirty, just wants a good clean. Make a really satisfying clean as well, to be fair. Underside of the boot lid, bonnet lid is nice as well. A little bit of peel on the sound deadening. That is just a standard Jaguar product. You can just buy a new one of those quite easy. Lovely and clean in there. We're gonna fire it up. Nice cold engine startup. Ticking over nice and happy there. Again, on these V12s, we want to look for the engine moving around any wobble, but that super smooth. If I had a pound coin, I'd balance it on it, but I don't. And then round the back, nothing nasty flying out of there. So there you have it. We need to do a little bit more research. I'd like to know the sort of production numbers, but I can guess they're going to be fairly low. The event is a sort of more well-known car, but this is a Lynx Performer based on a Jag XJS. Check the description. We're going to detail everything we know about it. We'll put that brochure in there as well, because it's quite interesting. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.